Lauren Boebert this week was able to secure a temporary restraining order against her estranged ex-husband, Jason. And there's a lot of reasons, by the way, to back up this restraining order that Lauren Boebert has gotten against Jason. But Jason doesn't see it that way. Even though, according to reports, there was an instance where he allegedly entered his ex-wife's home without permission last week. Last month, he was criminally charged after Lauren alleged that he had abused their son. And on the first Saturday of this year, obviously, Lauren alleges that Jason called the cops on her for no reason after a nasty argument at a restaurant. I've talked about pretty much all of those issues. I didn't know about the abuse of the son. I knew about the weapons charges, but not the abuse of the kid. So on its surface, when you're looking at that, like, this guy illegally came into my home, he abused my kid, called the cops to basically harass me after an argument at a restaurant. Yeah, I would say a restraining order is in order. And Lauren Boebert is in the right for filing for this restraining order. But Jason doesn't see it that way. According to Jason, who still says that Lauren is the person closest to me, and he's mad that the media is misconstruing all this. But Jason still says that, this is probably just part of her ploy to move to a new district, right? She's using this restraining order and my horrific behavior as an excuse to get out of the 3rd district and go over to the 4th district to get away from me. Jason, these things that you have allegedly done, coupled with what we definitely know you did in the past, okay, the bowling alley thing and all that, it paints the picture of a monster. Now, I am not one to sit here and defend Lauren Boebert for the horrible things that she has said, or the horrible things that she has done in Congress, or even the horrible things she has done in her personal life. But what I am going to do right now is defend an individual who was obviously in a very toxic relationship with a very toxic person. A person that, according to these reports, might be a danger to his own children. So I am taking Lauren Boebert's side on this. I think Jason Boebert is completely out of line, and I think it's ridiculous that he is accusing her of leaving the district or using the restraining order as an excuse to leave the district. She left the district. She declared she was leaving it long before these events that led to the restraining order even happened. So your little conspiracy theory doesn't even add up to the timeline, you dumbass. Boebert needs to get herself out of that situation that could be dangerous for both her and for her children. That's what she needs to do. And honestly, as much as I despise her, I'm glad she did it because she doesn't deserve the horrible things that he is doing. Nobody does. Let's be honest. We can put our partisan blinders, off for now. And we can look at this as just a human being in a very unfortunate and unstable situation. But that is why I also say that Boebert should not have prioritized running for Congress in a new district. Clearly, she is having massive issues in her family unit. And that is where her focus and her priority needs to be. Get those kids in a safe and stable situation. But you're being selfish. You want that power. So that's why you're running for Congress. I don't think her kids have any chance between the father and her of growing up with like a normal life. I think that went out the window a long time ago, and it's a very unfortunate situation for those kids. But this is a horrible situation to begin with. But for Jason to go out there and be like, she's just doing it to justify her move. No, the move happened long before any of the alleged behavior that led to the restraining order. Quit trying to pin it on her, even though you're like, she's the closest person to me. You are like textbook abusive almost at this point, in my opinion. Like, this is the same, like, I'm so mad at you. You're doing it for this reason. I hate you, but I love you. Like, no. This guy is a manipulator. And hopefully Lauren realizes that, because too many of these stories end in horrific tragedies. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.